Hey, how are you guys doing? It's been a minute since I have done a reading, and I have a second, and some things are going on, so I think we should do a reading. Why not, right? I don't know. I've been trying to see what's going on, like what is the messages here as far as what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing. But it seems to be a like maybe some blockage when it comes to talking to other people, possibly maybe going on. Also, not having someone who's willing to show you the ropes. There's been some delays. Some negative talk towards you. Stuff like that has been going on. I'm not necessarily sure why. This person may not be feeling well. There may be personal negativity going on within them that they're trying to project onto you, possibly. But whatever it is, I think the key here is to just know that it has nothing to do with you, that it might be a projection of how they feel about themselves, possibly, or something along the lines of that. Anybody who's trying to project negativity onto you is most likely feeling it within themselves, right? So that's what I got so far. I don't know, some kind of fears happening here. Maybe some internal talk of someone's experiencing some fears within themselves, possibly about another person or about themselves. I'm not necessarily sure which is which. It might be both, who knows? But some fears seem to be cropping up, some negative talk. So it may be important to look out for that. You may want to ask yourself questions on how you're feeling, why you're feeling that way. What kind of positive action can you take to change your outlook upon whatever? Because I think it's about changing the way you're looking at things. Maybe that's a person, a place, or a thing. Like forgiveness seems to be the biggest thing here. It's like looking at things differently, because things are different. That's not the same. So if you have a negative outlook on something that has happened years and years and years ago, and then all of a sudden you are thinking that's the way it still is, and it's not, that could be hindering progress in not only their life but your life, or some kind of healing, or some kind of healing. It could possibly be healing, like healing the past, healing so you can move forward. I've also gotten some side messages where there may be some conflict when it comes to a relationship. Maybe these people are not in it for love, they're in it for other reasons, and there's some kind of battle going on, whether that's whatever, but it's like enemy energy where it's like trying to kill each other. That's another thing that maybe needs to look at it. Like these people need to look at things differently, or walk away from each other, right? And if it's something they can't walk away from, there has to be some kind of mediation where they can maybe put their feelings out there and have an outside source try to help them look at things differently, possibly, right? Otherwise, they're just trying to kill each other. Also, what else? There was something else. Maybe it'll come to me while we're doing the reading. The focus is, going out in nature a little bit more, getting outside, enjoying yourself, connecting to nature. There was one more thing I wanted to talk about. Oh well. It comes out, it comes out. If not, we'll save it for next time. Okay, so let's see what's going on. What do we need to talk about? What's our focus with our energy today? Here's one. Yeah, infinite supply. You are supplied for today and all of your sorrows. You may be going through money issues, struggling. Like say you are going, you have a job, but maybe it's 100% commission, so you're not making any money at this time, and you're trying to find other resources that could possibly help you get by at this time. I know for me, this is, exactly what's happening. I'm literally struggling, with my finances at this time. So, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing, but I guess it's just that struggle is really, internal exploration and fire and balanced forces. So, when we're talking about that, internal, okay, so we have the internal, we have the fire, and we have the balanced forces. So what's inside could be also outside, or, it might be out, like, maybe you're turned inside out. I don't know, something like that. It's like just kind of going within and feeling that, internal. I want to read this. I just want to read the little paragraph that lets us know what this is, because I think this is actually right on cue. Yin and yang. This is balanced forces. Productive flow, masculine and feminine energy. The balance of duality. A patriarchal pendulum being rebalanced, equality, and balance in perspective. This is all stuff that we have talked about, seeing things differently, maybe seeing them as they actually are, possibly. You're not seeing things as you think they are. Maybe you're seeing things as they actually are. Whether that's perspective, or whether you are, like, say there's someone who was more of a bad seed growing up, was lost, confused, and like they found themselves, and now they have value, they bring value into the world. Like when they were younger, they weren't as valuable, but things have changed, they have changed, and now they bring more value to the world around them. And you may be seeing this perspective like, holy cow, this person brings value to situations. This person is of value. This person may be completely broke, but they bring value. They look like they have money just because of how valuable they are as a person. Is that a thing? Yes, it is a thing. You bring value to the table. But there was this this movie I watched yesterday. It was super good. I don't remember the name of it, so forget it. It was really good though. Just as long as you know it was good. The point that I was making from this movie, and you might know just by this point, is they said you don't age at the table. You know, and when I saw that, I was like, or I heard that, I was like, that makes sense. What you bring to the table, you don't age at the table. You know, it's more of a, you know, when you are of value, it's very important to understand as a person, you know, how people bring value into the people around them. You know, and once you know your worth, and I'm not talking about your net worth or anything like that, but you know who you are and you know that you're worthy of, you know, the best things in life. Like, you make things better. That's when you know that you are stepping into your purpose. You are stepping into your divine right. And you know, things may be taking their time when it comes to God, because you have been impatient. I guess there's some kind of test about being patient. I'm not really sure. I don't know. And God knows I hate patience. You know, like I'm a Taurus. I'm naturally a very patient person. But with some people, I have no patience. I don't know what it is about them. I just don't. Like, I don't know what it is. I'm still trying to become more patient with everybody, but I'm not there yet. I'm not, and I don't know. I don't, you know, maybe I'll never will be. But as of right now, patience is one of those things where it's like just continuing to have, you know, positive outlook on things, you know, not self-sabotaging myself in the way of negative self-talk, you know, is inviting God's peace into the situation. All those things that are very important to remember, right? All right, so we have Internal Explorer. This is number 32. And this one talks about the flow state, accessing infinite information by going within. Wisdom from the collective consciousness, theta waves, challenging, breaking free from limiting intellect, right? Collective boldness, being guided by the divine spark. You already hold the keys. You know, and I think that's very important to remember, is that you are holding keys not only to things that are going to unlock and be valuable for other people, but also yourself. Like, you are not just doing this for yourself. You are doing this to help others as well. That is a part of your purpose. Fire. This is number 15. Duality, creation, Kundalini, the rising phoenix, bringing conflict into harmony, intense transformation, and the incredibleness of being alive. Consolences, infinite energy. We live in a dualistic world of light and dark, yin and yang, masculine and feminine. Focusing on the light can repress our shadow. Bringing both sides into balance and being real with our humanness allows us to reach more joy, authenticity, and depth. By accepting and loving all of ourselves, we are who we truly are. We can extend more of the love, and we have deeper compassion with others. This painting portrays the balanced dance of creation, the greater and the distance of separation and of duality, and greater and of the intense density. As the dragons come together, they dissolve into one with all that is. It is this place of consolence and fusion brings both sides together in oneness, not just as re-emerging with the universe, but an alchemical process of becoming empowered creative force we truly are. Themes: passion, motivation, destruction, power, illumination, determination, inner light, forging forward, transformation. This is some good stuff right there. You know, going within, the fire within us. You know, the fire that may be around us. I want to look that up. I wonder what it means to be in the ring of fire. What does that mean? Ring of fire. That's a place. Yeah, it says a belt of volcanoes and earthquakes. Yeah, and then it talks about Johnny Cash's daughter Roseanne said the song is about transformation, power of love. That's what it's always been about, and that is what it will always mean. So the Ring of Fire in Johnny Cash's song means that it's about transformation of power of love. You know, you are, you know, you may be going through a transformation with, you know, if fire is surrounding you, like you're on fire, like you are transforming. Interesting. You know, there may be a lot of grace in your life at this time. Feeling the grace. Oh, yeah, the Emperor. You know, you may be coming in, you may be, you feel the authority. Look at this ring around its neck. Like, you are saying, you're stating, you're taking back your power. You are power. You are saying, hey, you know, it's so funny. I saw this really beautiful white cat in my back porch the other day. Very intense. It had fiery eyes. You know, and I'm thinking about it, and we sat and he looked at each other for like a few minutes, and this cat, and then finally my roommate was doing something, and I looked and I broke the concentration, and the cat ran away. And I was thinking about the situation, you know, how intense this cat was looking at me. Very beautiful, beautiful cat. Solid white. Very fiery eyes. Very beautiful at that time. Yeah, the King of, the Knight of Pentacles and Justice. It's like justice is coming in, but it's not coming in quick enough. It's more of like a slow moving justice. It's like really, really calculated moves, like really seeing people's true colors. Like something hidden within you is watching how people may be treating you, or maybe like your justice is happening because it's like God is sitting back and just watching what is happening, you know, and God is taking, you know, is hidden and is watching, and is observing. And these people think that it's not, that they're not being watched. They're not being. So when that happens, you're seeing people's true intentions, people's true ideas of you. Even though they're completely wrong about you, or shit, they may be right about you. But the Eight of Wands here, there's communication about this. You're feeling, you know, right away, like, this is happening. You know, this is what's being said. This is what's happening. This is what's, you know, there's been no victory as of right now when it comes to putting progress into something. But there may be victory happening on this, like happening. It's like you can't see things that are happening, but things are happening possibly. Yeah, this Emperor might be communicating, and it's a slow justice, possibly. It's a slow, but the communication is definitely there. Like, people are hearing what is going on. People are, you know. Yeah, we have the High Priestess, and she's seeing things that are about to happen. You know, this High Priestess comes and she sees, oh, well, shoot, you know, like they aren't there, or they're not doing this, or they're not, like, she's foreseeing this stuff. Things aren't working as they should. And there's justice in seeing this stuff. Yeah, because for some reason, it's like this team is not necessarily collaborating. It's more of like, or it's not necessarily the team. It's you focusing on things that you don't have instead of the things that you do with the Five of Cups here. You know, you're not focusing on what is for you. You're focusing on what you're not getting, possibly. But you're moving forward here with the Six of Swords. You know, you're seeing things with the Ace of Cups. You're seeing more loving people around you. You know, and the Queen of Wands, and I have it in reverse with the Page of Pentacles. You know, this person may not be as, not as enthusiastic, you know, as you would like them to be. They may be new in something, and they may not be enthusiastic enough, you know, something like that. So that's all that I got right now. You know, there is a cup of love with, you know, there is a new relationship here with the Ace. You know, as far as it could be what business, a partnership, it could be all this, but I think this is more, it could be family, it could be, you know, something new. So this has helped anybody. I am so grateful. And until the next time that we see each other, we'll talk then. Have a nice day. Bye.